it is my pleasure to introduce to you the next leader of OSU Cowgirl basketball, Jacie Hoyt.
Wow. This is an incredibly special day for me. Just really, there are no words. Looking out at all these faces and standing on this floor, you don't get here, you don't get to a place like this without an incredible support system and a group of people who believe in you and give you opportunities. I want to start by, first of all, thanking you for being here with me on such a big and special day. And also just want to start by acknowledging the people who really have been with me since day one. And I'm looking at those people right now, Team Hoyt, as we refer to ourselves in our family group chat. So I want to start just, Dad, the best girl dad that I can imagine. Literally taking plane rides, train rides, car rides to every game that I ever played in, following our team, even as I coach now. Just thank you for everything and your support. Mom, we're doing it, Mom. And you started this, and you've paved the way for me, and I would not be here with the blueprint that I have for coaching and investing in players' lives. So thank you for that. My sisters, Karina, Taryn, Tabitha, I know you're watching, just my biggest cheerleaders. I love you guys, and just thank you so much for all your support. And lastly, over here for my family, my husband Daniel. I know it takes a special person to marry a coach and a coach at this level, and this is our job, and you have been amazing for me. I cannot imagine a more supportive husband, and I just want to thank you for not just being supportive, but always pushing me and encouraging me and never holding me back from chasing my dreams ever. In fact, quite the opposite, pushing me and encouraging me that I can do whatever I set my mind to. And I cannot wait for these girls to get to just experience, being a part of our family. And I thank you so much for just taking such a great investment in what I do, but also who I get to do it with. So I love all of you very much. Now I want to specifically address the people here at Oklahoma State that have believed in me and given me opportunities. I'll start with you, Chad, an incredible athletic director who I want to talk a little bit more about moving forward. Early on, I got the pleasure of meeting Reed Sigmund, Brandon Meyer, Karen Hancock, and of course, the fiery, stylish president that leads our university, Dr. Schrum. Let me put it this way. Being a young head coach, I've gotten the question a lot throughout my career of, what's your dream job? What's your dream job? And I learned really young, unfortunately, through having to overcome hurdles and obstacles and different challenges that, I can make my own plans and I can have a dream job, but ultimately God is the author of my story, and I don't really get to make my plans. He writes them for me. So with that being said, I've always been really conscious to never really get caught up in having a dream job, and really just knowing that if I work incredibly hard and treat people incredibly well, that good things will happen. Then enter Oklahoma State and Chad Weiberg. And all of a sudden, I start realizing, okay, maybe I do have a dream job. Maybe I do, because every conversation that I had with the people that I mentioned, every conversation, I just got a burning desire, a fire in my soul that would just keep burning brighter and brighter and more intensely every conversation with them. I mean, I'll go back to Dr. Schrum, to have a strong female president who, A, cares as much about shoes as I do, and B, is just as fiery as I am, but most importantly, who truly cares and invests in athletics. I mean, that's a dream. That is a dream. To get to have an administrative team that so clearly cares about student athletes as more than just athletes, but as people, and who've made it very clear to me that they're willing to invest in whatever ways it takes to help us be successful and pour into these young ladies' lives. That's a dream come true for me. And most importantly, to get to work for an athletic director who so clearly aligns with the things that I value most: faith, family, relationships, winning and striving to win at the absolute highest level, but also knowing that we can do that the right way with integrity. And I am so excited to get to work with all of you guys and learn from you and be under your leadership. And then I had a great conversation even with Coach Boynton before I got the call from Chad. And that was really kind of the final bow on the present for me, because when you have a men's basketball coach who publicly professes his faith and cares about his players the way that he does, that's special. That's really, really special. And that also really aligns with me and the things that I value. So all of a sudden now I do have a dream job, and I realize it's right here at Oklahoma State. And all those people that I talked about are a dream team. A dream team that I knew I wanted to so badly be a part of. So thank you to all of you guys. I cannot wait to work with you and for you. And I know that we're going to accomplish really great things here. So a couple things I just want to share with you all about just, kind of understanding me and who I am and what I'm about and what you can expect from me. Outside of my faith, the most important thing for me is family. And family to me, man, I don't take it lightly. Family to me, and as you guys all know, being a part of your own families, those are the people that you go through the highs, the lows, the people who are always by your side, the people who you will do anything for. That's very important to me, and that is a mindset and the culture that I want to have as I lead this program, doing it with family, because it's not just me, it's us. And I don't just draw that line with my players, with the staff, with the support staff, with the people in the athletic department. Family to me is all of you who are in here. And I'm going to tell y'all something. We're striving for great things here. We are striving for excellence. We are striving for conference championships. We're striving to be playing at this time in March on a national stage. And I can't do that alone. We can't do that alone. That takes you guys being a part of that. That takes you guys being right here in the stands, supporting us in whatever ways you possibly can. And trust me, there's a lot of ways that you can help us move that needle. But I don't want to do it alone. I want to do it with each and every one of you. And for those who are watching, I cannot wait to connect with more people in the community. I'm incredibly passionate about making every little girl, every high school girl, every middle school girl who likes or loves the game of basketball. I'm incredibly passionate about growing that love and passion for them, and doing so by putting a product on the floor that they can look up to and strive to be like. And that, to me, is family. So that is one thing that you need to know about me and my approach to everything, is that I really want to involve you guys. I need your help doing this. And man, I just really think this could be, it already is a special family, but I think we can take it to another level. Outside of family, I want you to know that no one in this arena is going to have a higher standard for this program and our success than me. No one will be harder or more critical. No one is going to want to win more than I will. I am a fierce and intense competitor, and I believe that my players will follow me in that. You're going to be able to come to games and see a group of girls who not only loves each other and fights for one another, but fights in a way that we're playing to win. And maybe even more importantly, we're playing not to lose. Because I'll tell you, I'm a terrible loser. I love to win, but man, I hate to lose. And we are going to live by a standard that anything less than your best, it's not cutting it here. I believe that God has given us all gifts and abilities, and I don't take that lightly. I believe that I am to steward those gifts and abilities and help draw that out of our players in a way that gets the most out of them. And that's where I really believe we can take this program to another level by doing that, by competing fiercely, intensely, not being outworked, not being out-hustled, being the first on the floor to every 50-50 ball. That's the style of basketball that you're going to watch here, and I think that you guys will be really proud of that. Lastly, what you can expect from me as the leader of this program is a person who, of course, we're doing everything we can as a family to compete at the highest level. But it is very, very important for me to acknowledge who I am and where I stand and why I stand here, because I would not be standing here if I did not have coaches, particularly female coaches, who poured into me and invested in me as more than a basketball player. I wouldn't be standing here as the person that I am, with the faith that I have, the confidence that I have. I had women pour into me that taught me it's okay to be feminine and want to wear lipstick and high heels, but also be insanely competitive. They taught me, be who you are and don't apologize for it. They instilled in me a self-confidence and belief that now I feel is my duty to pass on to these young ladies, to the recruits that I get to talk to all those little girls that I mentioned earlier. That's what you're going to get at Oklahoma State women's basketball, is a leader who invests in people first, students second, players third. But it is without the biggest goal of mine that whenever a player leaves our program, they have that same confidence and self-belief that I have. In fact, I want them to have more. I want them to walk out the doors with rings on our fingers, diplomas in hands, and a whole lot of confidence. Confidence to go out and be a boss in whatever you do, whatever that is. I can't wait to just connect with each and every one of you. And I am so thankful for all of you for showing up on this very special day for me. I hope that you are as excited as I am about all the things that I've talked about. I think it's going to be a heck of a ride. And I just so appreciate each and every one of you and your belief in me. I cannot wait to win a lot of basketball games on this floor and do it the right way with each and every one of you by my side. So thank you just so much for everything. Gratitude is the word that just keeps running through my mind, the gratitude that I have on so many levels. So thank you. I can't wait to be your next coach. I'm happy to take any questions.
Absolutely. Hey, Jacie, I'm Ben Hutchins. I write for the student paper, The Ocali. How are you?
Hi, I'm great, thank you.
I'm wondering, how everything I've seen on the press release and stuff is, you're so full of energy. I'm wondering, how important is it to bring energy to a program?
Oh, well, to me, energy is, I'm very passionate. I'm very passionate, and that's where my energy comes from. I love the game of basketball. I love to compete. And I want to love the people that I get to do those things with. So to me, my energy comes from the passion that I have, and that's another quality, that I know everyone here can count on getting that energy and getting it consistently. But that's I don't know any other way to coach, so you can definitely count on that.
Hi, I'm Kelly Hines from the Tulsa World. Being from this region and having coached in the Big 12, how did that kind of play into this being a good fit for you?
Well, I've been incredibly blessed with, an opportunity to already have been in the Big 12. And a little bit about that, I was at Kansas State under very similar circumstances where new coaching staff came in, and the program was looking to go in a direction that, was raising a standard and getting back to a standard that had previously existed, but that really wasn't there at the time. And I was able to work for an amazing coaching staff and kind of, again, get that blueprint for how to do it and how to do it in the Big 12 specifically. So in just those 3 short years that I spent at K-State, we got there in a time when the standard wasn't quite being met. And then when I left, being a top 25 program and playing into the NCAA tournament. So it has prepared me without a doubt, and just really thankful for the things that I learned and a little part of that blueprint of what's going to make it work here.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Hallie Hart with the Stillwater News Press. Nice to meet you and welcome to Oklahoma State.
Thank you, Hallie.
So I wanted to ask, after realizing that this was kind of your dream job, then where were you in that moment when you got the call from Chad Weiberg, and how would you describe what that was like?
Yeah, so life has a funny way of humbling you, Hallie, because I took the call outside so I wouldn't be distracted with all the March Madness games that were going on in our household. And I remember just, kind of taking a moment and being overwhelmed and shedding some tears, just kind of sharing that moment, with God, and just, again, gratitude, for everything that had been happening. And then my sister's dog ran down the street, and I had to chase the dog down the street. So it's just funny how life humbles you. You think, oh, I've made it, and what a dream come true. And then I have to chase the dog down the street before I could tell anyone else.
Hi, I'm Scott Wright with the Oklahoman. Jacie, I've got a question for you, but also for Chad, if you wouldn't mind chiming in on this. You guys overlapped briefly at Kansas State, and I was just curious what the how well you knew each other, and if that affected this this decision, or gave you some comfort in knowing that you had someone familiar?
Yeah, our time did overlap. And to be honest, Chad was someone that I knew of. Of course, we had met each other, but really hadn't spent a lot of time together. And so what I did know was that he was a man who was very well respected across the department, a man of great integrity, and just someone that, really, again, believed in doing things the way that I believe in doing things. And that's all I really knew, to be honest. So it has been really neat for me to see things kind of come back full circle.
Yeah, that's right, Scott. We did overlap there, and you have to remember that was a number of years ago, and I was in a different position there at K-State, and she was in a different position there. But I just know this, that I cannot even remember specific interactions or conversations that I had with her, but I can remember how I felt after I had those interactions with her. She's just somebody that has that about her. She makes you feel great, feel like your day is going to be great when you've had that interaction with her. And so that just always stuck out at me, and probably is a reason why I've just continued to kind of follow her path and follow her career, as she was continued her assistant coaching career there at K-State, and then got the opportunity at Kansas City. Watched what she was doing there, and she started to have great success there at Kansas City. So it was definitely part of it.
Yeah, Barry Trammell with the Oklahoman. You've lived most of your life one state away from Stillwater. Yeah. Looking at this program over the years, did you follow it? Did you think about it? What are your thoughts about OSU basketball when you look back?
Yeah, of course I followed it. You grew up in Kansas, and that's Big 12 territory. So grew up having a great knowledge of just the Big 12 in general, and of Oklahoma State as well. I know that it's always been a place that I felt really I could relate to. I could relate to the fan base. I'm a small town girl. I grew up walking across the street to the gym, and on Sundays, church was next door to my house. So Stillwater has always been a place where you can turn on the TV and you see, wow, that's a passionate fan base, and a place where I just felt really was a good fit for me and kind of who I am. But just the tradition, the success that the women's basketball program has had, as a basketball person, of course you follow that and are mindful of that. So it's, again, just, been such a neat thing for me to kind of, having grown up following it and having a great respect for it, now get to be in this position.
What are your plans to recruit some of the players, currently on your roster?
Yeah, well, I can't wait. That's why I do what I do, right? Is just the relationships and getting to know them and help them get to know me. So that's really kind of the next step for me is having that opportunity to spend time with them and share more about how I want to do things here and how we are going to do things, and making sure that their beliefs and philosophy align with mine, and that's going to be a good fit. So really the next step for me, I got to have a great team meeting with them last night, and that was really awesome for me to get to have that time with them. But I can't wait to have more time so that we can kind of take those next steps.
I'm Sam Hutchins with the Ocali. I'm not sure where you are in the process of shaping your coaching staff, but I'm just wondering if you expect much turnover or change in that area.
Yeah, everything has been so fast and furious. I really have not gotten to that point yet. What I know is that I want to surround myself with people who are like-minded, but that can also challenge me and complement the things that I know I need in order to get where we're trying to go. So I want to do that quickly. However, I do not want to rush that because I think that it's just incredibly important to make sure that you're surrounding yourself with the right people. So for me right now, that just looks like, evaluating and having conversations and kind of just taking that as it comes.
How do you plan to, engage the student body?
However that looks here, whatever I need to do, I'm going to do it. You mentioned energy earlier, and being around people gives me energy. I love getting to be around people and learning about people. I can't wait to engage with the student body, and that's incredibly important. I mean, if you guys follow basketball, you know how important that is to have the student section full. And I just find myself being energized by getting to spend time around young people, and I think that whatever that looks like here, whether that's going out and connecting with them on campus or getting them here, I do want them to know that they are a very, very crucial piece into what we're trying to accomplish here. I want to have, a home game atmosphere that people fear coming to play us, and that is largely in part to our students. And I can't wait to just, get them fired up, and I'm going to be there fired up with them, and that will be something that we definitely feed off of.
Spencer Tillis with Fox 23. Is there a philosophy or style of basketball that you're wanting to kind of put in play?
Yeah, there is. So I played, and I think that my philosophy is kind of shaped by the coaches that I've played for and the way that I love to play. And that style is a fast, up-tempo style. If you look back at the teams that I coached in Kansas City, we scored a lot of points. We shot a lot of threes. We really want to push the ball in transition. But of course, you cannot do that if you don't play defense and get stops on defense and rebound the ball in a way that allows you to play fast. So philosophy-wise, we definitely want to play an up-tempo style. And I'm excited to find the recruits who want to play that style. I think that our players will really enjoy playing that style. They're going to have a lot of freedom to, make plays on their own and have a green light if they've earned it, to shoot the ball. But no, it's going to be a fun style, I think, to watch and to play and to recruit to.
Something that stands out about your intro press release is, of course, talking about your inspiration from your mom. And I noticed it said how she learned to navigate what was a man's world, you said. And so I wonder, what did you kind of take away from how she navigated that and showed that it's a woman's world, too?
Well, I think the biggest thing that I learned from her was just to never back down. And there might be things that come across your life, whether that's, male, female, or the color of your skin, or the things that happen to you throughout the course of your life, where, we all could fall victim to that. And my mom grew up without having a lot, and I watched her really just always rise above, work hard, and never back down. So those are the things that, she's just been a huge inspiration to me in the way that she's lived her life, not just coaching, but the way that she's lived her life, that I've really drawn a lot from. Yeah, a couple things I want to say to you. Again, just thank you for being here. I really hope that you will be 2 feet in for us. I am clearly 2 feet in. If you can see my outfit, I'm all in. I think that's, if we're going to have the success that we're striving for, it's going to take that. So please buy your season tickets. And, I look forward to getting out and connecting with you guys. And I will not be shy on telling you ways that you can help and support us. And then I'm going to hold you accountable to doing that. But the first thing you can do, without a doubt, buy your season tickets and just continue to show us support by showing up and being present. Okay, thank you.
For more information, you can visit tulsaworld.com.